Oh. Good morning, everyone. Today is plumbing day. We are going to plumb the bathroom, and I'm going to try to get at least rough run everything over to where it's going to go out into the bump out. So that's my goal. I have to get an inventory list of what I don't have, which is just about everything. I think I have the valve shutoffs. I think I have the shower head. But I need to do some creative things so that if they shut this down for winter time, they can drain it all successfully. So let me just spin this around and we'll look at what we're looking at. Oh, I love those walls. Oh. You can still see I have that up there to do the walls. I just binned some more knots, so that's drying, and then I'll put a coat of paint on those, primer. So right here will be the shower head up here. The faucets will be down here. So what happens is, because of this line coming in, the feed, the two lines coming down to the shower valves, and then going up to the shower head, this is a dead spot where water can't drain out. So I'm going to put in a sort of a drain spigot below and run it inside with some sort of a valve on off, so it can drain this entire system from here all the way back as far as it will, and then I'll drain it from the other end. So what I need to do is get an inventory list. I'll get that together. Be right back. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I have been out doing Christmas shopping for the tiny house. So I don't know if it's really Christmas shopping. Another thing here. Yes, I've been on an adventure. I'm going to get Kaya. She's been outside. Well, no, she's been in the shop. She's glad to see me back. I'll just bring her in for a minute. Yeah. Wow. What a jumper. Okay, girl. Watch out. Watch out with the door. So, what did we come up with? Got the pecs. I bought it. These were a little bit straighter. They kind of got bent because I arced them around in my truck. But it's they're starting out straighter. I like that. I think I got enough for hot and cold. I tried to buy everything local in town, but they were more into the shark bite products, and I have the PEX crimp tool. I didn't want to convert that all over, so I ended up going to big box store. I think I got everything I needed, believe it or not. I needed the crimp rings, elbows, everything. I even got the right size, I think. Plumbing is, by the way, not really one of my favorite things to do because there's so many options. This faucet will go down near the bottom inside the shower so that I can turn it on to drain the system. I think it'll be plenty out of the way. People won't catch their toenails or whatever on it. Ouch. That sounds painful. So that's that. And then items I already had. My multi-head PEX crimper, replete with dust. I've had this for 20 years, probably 15 years. It's really nice for crimping. That's all set up with it. I have a half, 3/8, and 3/4 this part that goes in there. Anyway, I had that. What do you call those? I'm terrible with names. Let me put this back in because it's going to be just a minute. I'll leave this out. I don't need any of this. Oh, I don't have a 1 inch. I could go big time. And I've marked for the 2 hole locations, just using a spade bit. Hopefully it doesn't tear this plastic. Good, 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 good. There's 1. I have to do 3 of these. Let me check the faucet one to make sure. Looks like I'll have to actually ream that out also. I have to do a 3rd hole. Okay. I want them good and tight, eh? Good and tight and good and tighten. All right. And the handles that are on here are marked cold and hot. Yeah, HC. Hot's over here, right? Ta-da! Then on the back side, oh hey, let's look outside for a minute. Getting a little bit of like sleet, snow. And I'm in here where it's toasty warm. All right. Get those just hand tight, because they won't take much pressure to snap them. Now the shower head, this goes on the inside. I'll just snug that there, poke it through the hole, and then this will go on the basically in the wall cavity. I need to put some Teflon tape right here. Whenever I put Teflon tape, I try to wrap it with the thread so that when you put that on, it doesn't unravel. So that's just go 2 or 3 wraps around. I don't have as much grip as I used to, so I'll just snug it gently with this. I had denervation surgery on my wrist because in here these are like a box of rocks. They're all worn out, and so even though they killed the nerve on this side, they couldn't do it on this side. So it's still a good gauge to know, that hurts. Stop. That's what happens when you use your body like over a period of time. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, I don't think I drilled a hole up there yet. What? Let's drill a hole. All right, there's perfect. Actually, I want to get a little higher for those tall folks that might take a shower in here. Ta-da! Beautiful. All right. When I go to put sheathing wall boards on here, I'm going to make it so that this is removable and down low and by the shower head, so that there's an opportunity to work on it if it leaks, because that would be bad, right? Okay. I think now we're ready to run these up. These are the supplies, and they're going to head over towards the kitchen. This one just heads up to the shower head. So I picked up a T to go right in here. It's really close as far as being able to get it tight. So first I shall put some Teflon tape on. We'll see how it goes. Well, let's see. As it cranks in, this gets closer to this. Oh, come on, you can do it. Boy, not much. I think I'll be satisfied if I can get it just past that. Get a screwdriver or something. Good there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect, I love it. Okay, so now we'll run one up and one down. So, third trip to the lumberyard, hardware store, I'm sorry. This fitting, it's marked half inch by half inch national pipe thread, which is this, but this is half inch PEX, and it doesn't even start to go on there, and I can't even get a crimp ring over this, so it's not the right one, and they didn't have any that were the right one, so this part and this part is dead in the water for today. But I'm going to run the supply lines up and see if I can get it over there. All right, so to run the pipe up, I need to remove this puppy. Actually, I would drill a hole, except in it, it's really hard to get the 90-degree elbows that I need in here. So I'm just going to cut out a strip. I think that'll work good. All righty, right about there. We did it. That was, by the way, the first time that I used the outlet inside the room. I'm not putting this on permanently. I want to get a measurement for the pecs. So this is going to be up here. Ouch. It's a sliver, I got a sliver. Run it up there about 30 inches. We can do that. PEX is really easy to work with. I mean, I can do it, you know. So 30 inches right there. Just like that. Important, don't forget the crimp rings. Times 2. Guess I could have put it on up there first. And then one on this end. I'm not going to attach these until I get that other fitting. And that's all there is to it. And I want to line these up so they're both going the same direction. Let's go see how that looks. Again, I'm not putting the Teflon tape on here because this is not being secured until I get this one in. But that'll get us started. So now I'll cut a red one for the hot. Alrighty. Just like that. Just like that. It's right on there, would you? Okay, so I think I'm just going to run this one, the hot, all the way around, and then mirror the cold, I'm sorry, all the way over, and then I'll do the hot. It's a little bit like an erector set. So I did, where are we? It's like this. This fitting over here is going to be the last one I connect until I get up and headed over that way, because I need to have elbow room to crimp these. And if I'm up in here, it's just more difficult. So it's a lot easier to do it this way. So I have, and I crimp them as I go so that I remember. So get that in there. That way this has plenty of room to, you know what? I could do it now, couldn't I? Huh? Because this one's all set. Let's do that. Crimp ring. How about a close-up? Good snug fit, like that. By bringing it outside of the stud cavity, stud bay, you have a little more freedom to crimp. Crimp, crimp. Okay. I guess we're committed to that one. Both the hot and cold are going to be hugging right tight to the wall. And so I'm going to run it up probably an inch or so below there. So I'll take it 8 inches. Something's got to be wrong because it's going a little too easy. Okay, right there. So I'll crimp that. No, really, I will. Down in my powerhouse. There we go. Crimp ring, woohoo! Very good. I put a screw right there just to temporarily hold it. So I'll get some hangers on there and that'll pretty that right up. This will be up here like this. That's a good line. I like that. Okay, hot. Because when you're hot, you're hot. And when you can, you're not. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see. What we got here? All right, that's that one. I've assembled this one. So for the hot, that's going to come down below the cold. If I measured right, I think I did. Crimp ring. Hey, hey, hey. That's in. Think you would be all right just staying there for a minute? Thank you. See how that looks. Good. That will come right down below. Now I'll send one right over there. Did you ever think it would be fun to alternate red and blue? Just to mess with people? No, me neither. I never even thought about doing that. Crimp ring on. So it appears this end is just gummed up, banged up a little bit. Put that down there so Kaya doesn't get it. Much better. There. Okay. I definitely need some hanging brackets. Okay. So I need to just leave these loose. They're all crimped up there until I get this T. That's too bad. Well, look at that, Kenny. What? I don't know how that happened. Huh. So I have to cut this ring off because this is the exact length on this one. And if I cut this, then I've got to cut this. And so it'll be easier to just cut this ring off, put a new crimp ring on. I just plain gut it up too high as compared to that one. So anyway, all the way over to where the kitchen is, I have those run. So now I can tie in the corners and come over. These will be, I'm picturing, being above the wall cabinets. That's what I'm thinking. Come over and somehow tie in so that we can tie into a sink down on the countertop. Well, that's going to wrap it up. So I hope you had a good time. I really enjoyed that. So 3 trips to the lumberyard, and now the 4th one coming up, just to get this run, because some things were not as marked, especially this one. That really threw a bugger in the whole thing, because I needed that in order to finish the shower head and the spigot down on the bottom. So see you later. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Kaya, you got anything to say? Anything? Words of wisdom? Okay.